Hello, brothers and sisters. How's it going? Hope you're having a splendid day or evening, depending on where you're at. So, 2025, the year of the rapture. Topic of today's video. Oh, yes. I can feel in my soul, brothers and sisters. This is it. This is the real deal. I genuinely believe that this year, 2025, we're going to be raptured up. We're going to be with Jesus forever and ever. We're going to be with God. We're going to be with our deceased loved ones who were believers, of course. I'm really excited about it. Yes, I'm really going out on a limb here, saying that this is the year, because I really believe it in my soul. I believe in it with every fiber of my being. I'm hanging my hat on a 2025 rapture. This is the hill I'm going to die on, brothers and sisters. I'm putting my reputation on the line. I know, of course, I don't have a big viewership, but God is still watching what I'm doing. You know, I don't want to disappoint God and put words in his mouth. I don't want to deceive people. I genuinely believe that this is the year of the rapture, you know. And in this video, I'm going to give you signs that this is it. This is the rapture. That we're going to be snatched up this year, brothers and sisters. So where to begin? I have a lot of things I want to talk to in this video that I have to cram into. First of all, recently I came across a video about a mathematical proof that the rapture will take place this year. It was made by one of our brothers in Christ. I believe his name is Michael. So I'll put a link in the description about this video that our brother made about the mathematical proof. I put in quotations because it's not really a mathematical proof in the strict sense. It's just hard evidence showing that with Bible scriptures and numbers, our brother Michael showed that the rapture will take place in 2025. So I'm going to put a link in the description about his channel and his video, and specifically. So I watched this video and I really believe that this brother is a real deal, you know. He's not fooling around. He had a genuine revelation by God, and God is using him in a mighty way. So in this video, he showed with basic arithmetic and Bible verses that crucifixion of Christ was in 32 AD. It wasn't in 33 AD. I myself, I too thought it was in 33 AD initially, but it was in 32 AD. I'm not going to give the proof of the Christ's crucifixion in 32 AD in this video. I'm going to urge you to watch that video in its entirety, because our brother Michael, he deserves the views and the accolades. So go watch his video for the proof. So I'm just going to automatically assume in this video that crucifixion was in 32 AD. And if you want the proof, then go watch his video, brothers and sisters. And go watch it anyway after you're done with this video. So in this video, I'm gonna discuss briefly some of the points our brother made in that video. Just gonna brush on these points briefly. So in the Bible, most of you might know this already. One day can mean 24 hours. A day can mean a year. Or a day can mean 1,000 years. Because in 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 8, Apostle Peter said, "Dear friend, don't overlook this one fact. With the Lord, one day is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years like one day." And in Hosea chapter 6, verse 2, the prophet Hosea says, "After 2 days he will revive us. On the third day he will raise us up, that we may live in his presence." So the prophet Hosea in this verse, he was talking about Christ himself. After 2 days he's going to revive us. And like I said before, a day can mean 1,000 years. So what this verse means is basically after 2,000 years, Christ will return after his initial crucifixion, and he's going to raise us up. Of course, I believe this is referring to the second coming of Christ. And when you add 2,000 years to 32, what do you get? 2032, which is the year of the second coming, brothers and sisters. And when you subtract 7 years, the 7 years of the tribulation, what do you get? That's right, you get 2025, brothers and sisters. Mathematical proof, not a strict mathematical proof, but it's hard evidence that the rapture is this year. And of course, this necessitates that you believe in a pre-tribulation rapture to begin with. I'm not here to convince you that of a pre-tribulation rapture. There are a lot of Bible verses that support a pre-tribulation rapture. I mean, I myself, the closer and closer we get to the rapture, the more and more I'm convinced that I'm convinced of a pre-tribulation rapture. Because in Luke chapter 21, verse 34 and 36, Jesus says, "Be careful, or your hearts will be weighed down with carousing, drunkenness, and the anxieties of life, and that day will close on you suddenly like a trap. For it will come on all those who live on the face of the whole earth. Be always on the watch, and pray that you may be able to escape all that is about to happen, and that you may be able to stand before the Son of Man." And besides this, there's also Revelation chapter 3, verse 10, and also the parable of the 5 foolish virgins and the 5 wise virgins. Of course, in this parable, when it says that Jesus is knocking on doors in the middle of the night, of course, we know he's not going to be knocking on doors quietly in the middle of the night during the second coming. In the second coming, he's going to come mightily, in a mighty way, on a horse, holding a sword in his hand. He's not going to be knocking on doors quietly. So we know this parable is talking about the rapture. It's not talking about the second coming, brothers and sisters. So there are many verses that support a pre-tribulation rapture, brothers and sisters. And besides that, there are many other signs that I think that point to a rapture for this year specifically. I mean, more and more people are having visions, tribulation visions, rapture visions. More and more people are having visions. And these kids in the hospital recently, they had these visions about Jesus coming, you know. Of course, I think these kids were believers' kids. They weren't unbelievers' kids. But more and more kids are having visions. More and more people are having visions. I mean, I myself, from late last year till now, I have had probably 7 or 8 visions, tribulation and rapture visions. I talked about the last one in my latest video about depression. It was a very scary one. I'll briefly talk about it. I saw this fire going around in the downtown area of a city, and these buildings were catching on fire. And I remember one building in particular was crumbling down, much like the Twin Towers were during 9/11, if you remember that. but it was by fire, it wasn't by airplanes. So it was very scary, very vivid vision I had. And I remember fleeing to the suburbs with a couple of my childhood friends, and then that's where the vision ended. So that was the latest vision I had. It was a tribulation. So I myself have had many visions. Many people are having visions. And I'm not just paying attention to the content of the visions. I'm paying attention to the frequency of the visions. The frequency is going up. That's when you know that something is going to go down. I mean, if the rapture was years or decades ahead, then you'd probably have a vision once every 10 years or so. But if you're having visions every few months, then you know something is close, brothers and sisters. And also, I'm paying attention to the geopolitical scene. I recently, like a week ago, or even a few days ago, Trump and Putin met in Alaska. And Trump met with Zelensky. I believe they're negotiating for a ceasefire in Ukraine. I really feel in my soul, brothers and sisters, a peace and safety is coming from the world leaders. And what does it say in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3? Apostle Paul says, while people are saying there's peace and security, then sudden destruction will come upon them, as labor pains come upon a pregnant woman, and they will not escape. So there you have it. When these words are uttered by the world leaders, then you know sudden destruction is going to come. Brothers and sisters, I mean, I feel this in my soul that we're close to this by all these negotiations taking place on the world scene. You know, I feel like when the war in Ukraine ends, then that's when the disasters are going to take place. That's when I think officially the tribulation will start. Brothers and sisters. And besides this, have you noticed lately that time is sped up? Like every day that I wake up, it's like a race to get things done. I mean, I've never felt this before in previous years. And this started from last year. But this year is the absolute worst. You know, have you noticed this? And I have trouble falling asleep as well. It's like my body doesn't want to sleep at the appointed times. My body feels like it lost time, you know. Have you noticed this? Have you felt this yourself in your daily life? I mean, today, I was so pressed for time that I was actually cooking and making the script for this video at the same time. I mean, granted, this is a little bit of a longer video, but still, it's like time is speeding up somehow. I'm pressed for time. I was so pressed for time, I had to do these two things at the same time. And I don't even have a job at the moment. I mean, it's that bad, brothers and sisters, you know? Do you feel this like this, that time is speeding up? Put it down in the comment section below if you feel like this, brothers and sisters. And another topic I want to briefly touch on, that you're probably concerned about. I haven't talked about this in previous Rapture videos. That's the topic of pets. What is going to happen to our pets? Are they going to be raptured up with us? Honestly, I don't know. The Bible doesn't talk about this. It doesn't talk about pets at all. In fact, but I'm going to pray to the Lord so I can take my cats with me. And if they can't come with me, then I'm going to pray to the Lord for protection over my cats. You know, I'll pray for the Lord to assign angels to help provide for them, to help protect them. And I recommend you do this as well for your pets, your dogs and your cats, or whatever pets you have, brothers and sisters. So yeah, to sum things up, I really think this is a year that will be raptured up. I'm putting my reputation, like I said, on the chopping block. As our brother Michael, who made the video that I linked to, I mean, he has a much bigger audience, you know, and I'd, I'd probably be, my flesh would probably be afraid if I had as big an audience as he does. And he even claimed that he was wrong about this year, and he would stop making videos, which, quite frankly, I think this is unnecessary, but I commend that he's intellectually honest and has integrity, and he's not trying to mislead people. I'm like this as well. It's out of character for me as well to set a specific year. But I really truly feel it in my soul that this is the year of the rapture, brothers and sisters. I don't date set lightly or even year set, but I truly believe this is it. But if I'm wrong, then I'm not going to stop making videos. I'm going to continue making videos. And if I'm wrong about the pre-tribulation rapture entirely, there might not be one. And if we're still here, this year passes and if we're still here, then perfectly psychologically ready to go through the tribulation. We're not going to go through the entire thing because our heads will be chopped off by the Antichrist midway. So we won't be going through the whole thing. But I'm prepared to face persecutions, prepared to face some music. I mean, I don't believe in the rapture because I'm an escapist kind of guy, you know. If I was an escapist, then I wouldn't be a Christian to begin with, because this walk with God is not, as you know, brothers and sisters, is not easy at all. It's no cakewalk, you know. If I was an escapist, then I would have sold my soul to Satan a long time ago and just live a prosperous life, brothers and sisters. So this is not the reason I believe in the rapture. I believe in the rapture because I genuinely believe that we're not supposed to go through God's wrath or even Satan's wrath. A lot of naysayers, they say things like, oh, the apostles went through persecution. Why should we be any different? Yes, they went through persecution. I acknowledge that, but they didn't go through the tribulation. I mean, don't get it twisted. This is by far going to be the worst period in human history, the 7-year tribulation. It's never happened before. It's never going to happen again. Brothers and sisters, this is by far going to be the worst period. It's going to be a hell on earth. So this is a unique situation. So we shouldn't compare ourselves to the apostles. This situation, I think, necessitates drastic measures by God, such as the rapture, for example. I generally believe we're not supposed to go through this, just like in the days of Noah, you know. Noah wasn't supposed to go through this. Of course, Noah wasn't raptured, but Noah was, only his family was involved and his sons. It wasn't like millions or billions of people, you know. And that being said, I know there's a lot of hype for the month of September specifically, because I know there's like a lunar eclipse and a solar eclipse, and there's a Feast of Trumpets, which is in September 24th, I think, every year. It's the Feast of Trumpets is like a Jewish holiday. I myself, I'm not going to set a date specifically for September 24th. I'm not going to date set in this video, but I'm really confident that this year is the year of the rapture, brothers and sisters. It might not happen in September. There's a high probability, of course, that it will happen in September, but it might not happen in September. Maybe October or November. I'm confident that it's going to be this year. I mean, from what I gather from other believers who have been watching for years, I myself, I haven't been watching because I was born again recently, last year. So it's been only like 10 months for me. But from what I've gathered from other believers who've been watching for years, they themselves have said that this year feels different from other years, brothers and sisters. So yeah, that's pretty much it, what I have for you, brothers and sisters. I really believe in my soul. Pretty soon, we're going to get snatched up. We're going to meet Jesus midair. We're going to meet our dead, deceased ones, our loved ones in Christ. We're going to be united with them. We're going to meet biblical figures in the air. So I'm really excited about this, brothers and sisters, as you should be too. So if this video resonated with you, then put the smack down on those buttons, the like button, the subscribe, comment down below what you think. If you want me to lift up a prayer for you, say so. And also lift up a prayer for me too. We should all be praying for each other these perilous times, brothers and sisters. So that's pretty much it, and I'll see you, brothers and sisters, in the next video. Bye-bye.